Okay, another part of multiplication that we've been learning about is our arrays. And arrays can look two different ways. Arrays can look like this, like a grid, or arrays can look like dots. And when you have your array, you want to find out how many little boxes there are or how many little dots there are, but we're not going to sit and count them because we are learning our math and how to be mathematicians. So we're going to use multiplication to help us, okay? We're going to use multiplication to help us. We're going to figure out how many groups do we have and how many are in each group. So let's count. We have 1 row, 2 row, 3 row, 4 row. We have 4 rows, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have 6 in the 6 columns. Okay, so we really have 1 row of 6, 2 rows of 6, 3 rows of 6, 4 rows of 6. So if we have 4 rows of 6, we know we have 6, 6, 6, 6, right? And we could just add it up. 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 6 is 18, plus 6 is 24. We could add them up. Or we can write our multiplication equation. 4 groups of 6 equals 24. Or we could go, so that would be like 4 rows of 6 in each row. Or we could go, we have 6 columns with 4 in each row equals 24. So we could do it either way, right? Because we learned that we can switch them around and it's going to be the same answer. 4 rows of 6, 6 rows of 4. Okay, then we have learned this with our arrays. So let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 columns. Whoops, kind of a messy column. 5 columns, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. So if we have 4 rows and 5 columns, we either have 5 rows of 4, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's 5 of those 5 columns, or we have 4 rows of 5. So we would write 4 times 5 equals 20, or 5 times 4 equals 20. I could count by 5s, 5, 10, oh, nope, there's 5 going across. 5, 10, 15, 20, or I could count by 4s 5 times. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Okay. Okay. Another thing that we could do is we can use a number line. And we learned this the other day too. If we use a number line, and let's say that we're going to do multiplying by 2 equations. So we're just going to write on our number line, we're going to count by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Now I've got my number line and I've counted by 2s. So if I want to know 4 times 2 equals 4 groups of 2, I'm going to go, well, 1 group of 2, 2 groups of 2, 3 groups of 2, 4 groups of 2, and that equals 8. I want to know what 6 groups of 2 is, 6 times 2 is, I go 1 group of 2, 2 groups of 2, 3 groups of 2, 4 groups of 2, 5 groups of 2, 6 groups of 2 is 12. 6 groups of 2 equals 12. Okay, or 6 times 2 equals 12. 4 times 2 equals 12. Okay, so really, when we're doing multiplication, you can also use your skip counting. If you do 3 times 3, well, what is 3 groups of 3? Let's count by threes. 3, 6, 9. It equals 9. So there's 3 more strategies that you can use when you are solving multiplication. You have your arrays, your number line, and skip counting.